Good morning, good morning. How you doing this morning? You know, this is the Sunday before Easter. Easter is next weekend in 2024. Today is the 24th, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check to make sure on that. Yes, it's the 24th. And it's the Sunday before Easter. You know, and I just have a question to ask. Does it just seem like life in general is overwhelming? You know, do you have problems? Do you have problems with work? Do you have problems with friends? Do you have problems with your family? Just in general. You know, if you say you don't, in one of those areas, then you're probably deceiving yourself. Because we all have problems at some point in time. Now, my question is, how do we handle those problems? Where do we go to? You know, we can run off to some man or woman and they can give us advice and they can tell us, well, you know, you need to do this, you need to do that, and they got problems in their lives also. We can pick up a book that somebody wrote, but they got problems in their lives also. What I'm trying to say is that man doesn't have the answer. We don't have the answer to every problem. We're not perfect. We don't live a life where nothing ever happens and we never struggle. But there's one that we can turn to in those times that does have the perfect answer, that doesn't have struggles in their life. You know, I'm looking at the world today, you turn the news on and TV shows, whatever, and it just seems like people's running from here to there, there to here, and nothing's ever getting done. Nothing's ever getting solved. You know, you go into the workplace today and nobody wants to work, and, you know, nobody knows how to do anything, and it's just frustrating. But you know something? I have never been frustrated with God. I've never been frustrated by God. You know, whenever I've gone to Him, He's been there. And I may not like His answer. It may not be the answer I want. But He always answers me. And what I have found more and more in my old age is that the more I listen to Him and the more I pay attention to Him and the more I follow what He says, the less struggles I have, the less difficulty I have. Because God will work it all out. You know, in John chapter 18, verse 1, Jesus is going to the Garden of Gethsemane. And he has been talking to his disciples about what's about to occur. And Jesus was struggling, okay? Even Jesus struggled here on earth as man. And Jesus goes, when he had spoken these words, he went out with his disciples over the brook of Kidron, where there was a garden which he and his disciples entered. And in that garden, Jesus prayed to God and basically said, if this cup can be removed from me, then remove it. But if not, your will be done. There are some things in life we're going to have to go through. But we don't have to go through them alone. Jesus didn't go through it alone. He went to the garden. He cried out to his Father. He got his strength from his Father so that when Judas brought the soldiers to arrest Jesus, he was ready and he was prepared. We are to be in the garden. We are to be on our knees and we are to be praying. We are to be seeking in God's Word. We are to be listening to God's Word. It's like I tell my kids that I teach at school in Bible. We're studying application now. The Bible really doesn't do us any good if we don't take what we learn here and apply it to our life. And not pick and choose what we want to apply. Everything that we are taught in this Bible, we are to apply it in our life. We are to live it in our life. And we are to become more like Jesus, because you know what? That's what Jesus did. Every morning Jesus got up and he went and prayed. He went somewhere and prayed. He got off by himself. He got in the garden. He walked in the garden with God. Where did God meet Adam and Eve at? He met them in the garden. He walked with them in the Garden of Eden. We are to be in that garden. We are to be in the presence of God, soaking up his love, his fellowship, his friendship, and his strength. If you're struggling today, if you're hurting today, if for any reason you need help today to get through a situation that you're in, then you need to go to the garden. You need to get on your knees and you need to pray to God. And you need to lift him up. You need to seek his guidance. And above all, follow it. Someone needed to hear this today. Everyone needed to hear this today. Be in the garden. Walk with Jesus in the garden. And until the next time, God bless you. And I'll be praying for you. Bye.